Hi, I'm Chef Pete Geoghegan for Sterling Silver Premium Meats. We have our top butt, which is top sirloin. We've got the cap, and we've got the center cut. I'm going to show you how to take this apart. There's a seam here. Basically, you can run your fingers down, get it started, and then you're going to just go in with your knife and work on taking that apart. Just follow that seam all the way down. On the center cut top sirloin, we're going to clean this up. You can take this after it's cleaned up and roast it whole, cut it down the middle and cut steaks out of it, which is what I'm going to do and show you here. You can cut straight across the face and cut steaks too, but there is some connective tissue that runs right down the middle here, and especially in about half of it, it's pretty thick. So you're going to want to think about that, but I'll show you what you do on how you take that out and get the best yields. So we're going to take this, just clean the top. You can leave some of the fat on. You just want to make sure that you're getting some of the silver skin comes off. On the back side, there's a couple little muscles here that need to be removed and some more silver skin. And there's also this bone fell that actually is where it attaches to the bone. That you're going to want to remove. So as we're talking about sirloin, this top sirloin, or the top butt, you know, if you're going to put it on your menu, you're going to want to call out that it's from the top sirloin. It's going to get you a little bit more money versus something that you're just going to say sirloin on, which some of the other cuts we're going to talk about. You can find these seams, you know, pretty much all beef that you break down or any animal, you're going to look for seams that you're going to follow. And they're just naturally how you take different muscles apart. So these on the top here, we call these little mouse muscles, really small. They're delicious, and you can eat them. It's just not enough for you to really menu it. But you're gonna wanna remove this, because if you keep it on the steak, you're gonna have some issues with it falling off. It's not gonna look so nice later on when your customer gets the steak. So we get one off. There's a second one here too that has to be removed. So you're gonna go in, you're gonna find that seam. Once you have that done, we'll put that aside for now. Right here, you can see this big connective tissue. And this is gonna run down, of course not straight, but on an angle down here. And you're gonna wanna try to get as close as you can to that as you're taking this off. You're gonna find that connective tissue. What I like to do is just find where it's going and run your knife along where it goes. Take some time to get used to how it runs, you know, and of course there's the right side and the left side to the animal, so it takes a little bit of work. But, you know, you're gonna get that premium for this. You're gonna wanna take that out. We have that there. And then you can see it running along the side here. We're gonna remove that also. So you're gonna go on the other side. And basically, think about, you know, like filleting a fish. You're gonna find that skin here. You're just gonna run the length to remove that. Once you have that done, two pieces here. One's probably a third and the other one's about 2/3 the size. Now you can cut steaks out of here. Maybe you cut some 6, 7 ounces out of here. Then you can go for more like 9 or 10 ounces here. Or you can actually split this down the middle, and then you're looking at basically cutting all the same size. So more of like a medallion. These are great to tie, and you can also roast them. But I'll show you right here, just a simple steaks, right? You're looking for something a little heavier, maybe a little thinner though, that cooks a little faster, you can always keep that hole over here. But the way I really like to do it is just making this even and cutting what they call a baseball cut. So then you've got your filet looking sirloins. Love it. Make sure that you menu it as top sirloin. Get the money for it that it deserves, and just play around with it. So now we're going to talk about the sirloin cap. Again, we call it a culotte, or it's also referred to a lot as picanha, which is from Brazilian barbecue. Again, you can label it as top sirloin or top cap if you want, top cap sirloin, many different ways. But again, you want to make sure how you put it on your menu, you're going to get that money that it deserves and make that profit on there. You can buy just the top cap from us. You can also buy a two-piece so it's already removed, or you can remove it yourself. That's up to you. See what your distributor has actually to offer. So you have to clean this up a little bit. There's some silver skin on the bottom. And then of course you got your fat up top, which you can take off if you want. You can leave it on, trim it. But I'm gonna show you real quick how we trim this up. I personally love to just roast this and slice it, but you can cut steaks out of it if you choose. It's just the angle of it. It almost has that same shape as like a tri-tip. It's a little tougher to get a lot of the same consistency from your steaks. So as a roast, it's really phenomenal. Again, I really like to do this in a sous vide tank or on a smoker. Wonderful. You got some fat on the other side. I like to trim it down just a little bit thinner. Maybe going down to about 1/8 of an inch. We're probably sitting at 1/4 right now. This product cut is loved, like I said, down in Brazil. If you walk into a churrascaria and they've got the beef that looks like a C, it's curled onto those skewers. That's what they're using here. That's the picanha. Down there, they also like to roast it whole. I've seen them actually throw it on a grill and cook it till it's about rare, with a lot of salt on the outside of it. And then they'll cut big thick slices out of it and put that on the grill to finish it off to medium rare on a really hot charcoal grill. So you can see all these beautiful fibers here running across. There's some nice marbling going on in there. I'm gonna take this and show you what a steak would look like if you cut a steak out of here. All right. So you've got that beautiful texture, and also you cut across with that grain, and then they'll take it and turn it and throw it on the skewer that way. Because then when they're going and they actually start cutting it off, they're cutting it across the grain. Top sirloin. We've got the cap and we've got the center cut. Again, we can get this as a whole and you can break it down yourself. You can buy it as a two-piece, so you'll get that top cap off and the center cut in that case. You can also buy just the top cap, the culotte. You can roast it whole. Love to take it apart. You can cut steaks out of this top cap. You can also roast it, sous vide it, smoke it. I mean, it's really, really versatile. Take the fat off, keep it on. It's up to you. But just really remember to always think about when you put it on your menu, call out that it's top sirloin, right? Then we have the center cut. Told you you can break it down into these smaller cuts to get the baseball steaks out of it. Really, probably the best way to do steaks. You can leave it whole and cut steaks across. You're just gonna have to remember you have that connective tissue in the center there, all right? So here you have it. For more information about the top sirloin or other cuts, go to sterlingsilvermeats.com. Enjoy.